It's time!
I'm a champion now. If you thought I was a pain in the ass before, you got no idea what you're in store for.
Who the fuck is that guy?
The Doctor and the Driver podcast
starts now.
We're gonna go with the flow. What's up? What's up, everybody? It is Sunday, July 12th. We just finished UFC 251 last night, Saturday. It's a good card. I don't know what Travis was talking about. It's so annoying with that shit. So
Jeez, are you upset?
I shouldn't be, right? Why would I care? But it does bother me. He says that all the time. He's like, they weren't even good fights. I'm like, what is to you, young man? I don't get it.
Poirier, Dan Hangman, Dan the Hooker.
Yeah, I guess that's the only those are the only styles of good fights apparently, according to him.
I mean, I thought they were good fights. I was a little upset, to put it lightly.
Yeah, I thought they were good, really good fights. We'll get into that with Eddie, but yeah. So I guess there you go. We're having a
message us. So.
Oh, did he? What did he say?
I don't know. It popped up across my screen quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're about to call Eddie from Grind Gang MMA. Talk about last night's card. Masvidal versus Usman was the headliner. And yeah, we I got a little saucy last night. We'll talk about that.
I got a little salty too, dude.
Yeah, we FaceTime. We'll talk. We'll see if we can't bring it up with Eddie. So let me go ahead and add Eddie in here if you're ready.
Yep.
All right, let me see. Add people. Arnold Allen is online. Should I call him?
No.
All right, let's see. All right, we're calling Eddie right now. Well, look at that shirt, Eddie. What a good man.
Just for you, buddy.
That's a badass shirt.
Gage, I thought you might have fun with the shirt, so I thought.
Hell yeah.
Give you some love back.
Have you had that shirt for a while? That's awesome.
That's from Manto as well.
Okay.
I probably heard the brand before, Manto. It's also a BJJ brand from Poland, as far as I know. So.
I don't know. I don't know if that ventured its way over here. I'm not sure.
It's a cool brand though down here in Europe. So.
Okay. Yeah. It's a nice shirt for people who aren't watching the video version. It says jiu-jitsu is good for you.
Yeah, indeed. So what's up, guys? I hope you guys are doing fine.
Oh, I don't feel too good, Eddie. I don't feel too good. We got a little crazy. We got
overnight yesterday.
Got a little, not late, just a little too many beverages for the kid. You know what I mean?
Oh shit. Okay. Mm-hmm. Alex, you?
Yeah, I was in the same boat there. I lost some money on some of the outcomes, so I was drinking my pain away.
Oh shit! So obviously you guys didn't shout out to God Mode, didn't listen to God Mode's bot, did you?
No.
Did he get him all right?
No, he got 7 out of 2 though. He went pretty well.
Okay. Shout out to Tom from God Mode.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's like the general statement from my end is everyone I thought was gonna win won. Because I think Holloway won the fight. What does everyone else think? Does anyone think that Holloway lost?
That was my biggest beef. I don't know how the hell I thought he took.
Do you think Holloway lost, Eddie?
Not necessarily, man. I mean, first 2 rounds, obviously Holloway. Third round was like a split from my point of view, which went with a little nudge for Holloway. 4 and 5 clearly actually for Alex, but yes. He had like the champion bonus, so he just took it, I guess.
Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like it either.
Yeah, I know.
I had it. I think I had it 3-0 Holloway, and then Volkanovski won the last 2. I thought it was pretty obvious. Like I was very surprised when I mean, I guess we shouldn't be anymore. You never
Yeah,
know
no,
anymore.
I mean,
But
we never learn our lesson.
Alex, how did you see it go?
How I saw it, I thought Max dominated 1 and 2. 3, he nudged it, and then I think Volkanovski nudged 4 and 5.
Exactly.
So, like,
Yeah.
I felt like Max, the rounds that he won, he dominated,
yeah,
and that's what made it even hard because I was like, 1 and 2 were all him. 3, Volkanovski comes back, but I still gave it to Max, and then 4 and 5, I think were very close. So that's why it was hard for me when you look at the whole course of the fight. I think they were very close the entire time, but Max had outstanding rounds, and Volkanovski.
the rounds that Max won, like he won decisively.
Yeah.
Yeah, but furthermore, what do you guys think about the adjustments Holloway actually did since the first fight? Technically, what do you say?
I think it was very good. I don't think Volkanovski had the same kicking game that he had, which I thought was what had him. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I thought his kicks determined that win for Volkanovski the first time, and it seemed like Max answered with Max had some good kicks. I thought he shut it down and he started throwing some leg kicks of his own. I thought, but the way he controlled the pace and then he controlled where the fight took place. You know what I mean? He was walking Volkanovski down the majority of the fight, was he not?
Yeah.
The other thing that I was so yeah, like Volkanovski had takedowns, but he did nothing with them. Max got up both times very quickly. It's like I thought that didn't count. Like I thought you had to have control for a takedown to be worth something. But
Exactly. Just like in BJJ, if you take someone down, if you don't keep him on the ground, Gage, what's up, right? If you don't hold him on the ground, depending on the rule set, of course, but I think 3 or 4 seconds, you just get back up, then it doesn't count as a takedown or something, right? Correct?
Yeah, I think it's like that with in jiu-jitsu. I think it's like that with every transition. Like passing the guard. Like if you pass the guard, you have to hold side control
position
for 3 or 4 seconds before you are awarded points.
Yeah, but I see it the same way actually. That Holloway did some major adjustments regarding the distance initially. Okay, so I mean, he was at the first fight. He was standing in range. He was like trying not necessarily to get out of the way of the kicks. And the first couple of kicks landed actually on his leg, and then he just screwed up, right? So this time he was a little more aware of that, I think. So he checked some kicks. He was moving his legs out and stuff, so he doesn't get kicked by Alex this time. That way he controlled the pace much better and the distance as well, of course. So that's exactly my observations as well. So good stuff here.
Yeah.
He's very good at with range.
But here is a crucial question. Do you guys think that Alex the Great is going to keep the fucking title for long?
Alex, go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I think so at 145, I mean, who knows? It's a very
so let's rephrase the question. What do you think he's going to do against hold on. Again, no, sorry. Cejudo is one class down, right? He's in Yan and
yeah,
right?
but he retired technically.
Okay, true, yeah.
Yeah, the next guys up in line are we got Ortega, you got Korean Zombie. They're most likely going to fight for the #1 contender spot, and then you also have Yair Rodriguez and Zabit Magomedsharipov.
Oh yeah, I think Zabit is a top contender right now, isn't he?
He's fighting Yair, and the winner of that is more than likely going to be #1 contender. But then again, once Korean Zombie and Brian Ortega fight, the winner of that will probably arguably be #1 contender as well.
Yeah,
There's so many people in that division. That division's stacked.
Yeah, and then you always see a lightweight like coming down. Like, if someone in the lightweight division wants to go down 10 pounds.
Well,
true.
Edson Barboza did that.
Well, we could see, so like Cater fights on Wednesday. If he has another, his stock's rising.
Oh yeah.
But hold on.
Now.
We forgot one guy, though, guys, which is actually Arnold Allen. He's on the fucking ranks too. So
yeah,
maybe he'll take a fucking shot at the title.
Hell yeah.
Right.
He needs to beat someone top 10, I believe. It's still a mystery to me why he hasn't gotten someone top 10 after 7 fights. But
depending on himself or depending on the UFC management, what do you think?
I assume the UFC. He's won all 7 fights pretty pretty decisively. And he's never lost. He has the longest featherweight winning streak, I think, apart from Volkanovski in the UFC. In the UFC.
Fucking hell.
But technically, so the UFC rankings has Zabit as the number 2, above Ortega and Korean Zombie.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, Brian Ortega's last fight was when he lost to Max in the title fight.
yeah, and technically it's that K-pop guy. I mean, if we're being...
Yeah, that's true. So I guess his last one was a win.
Don't say that out loud. If he comes on the podcast, he'll whoop you, Alex. Watch it, buddy.
Hey, I don't like K-pop either, man. He won.
So I guess he won his last fight.
Yeah.
He beat up a singer. Speaking of beating people up, you want to talk about some Mike Perry action?
Oh, fuck me sideways, bro. That was fucked up.
What?
I don't get this guy.
He's an insane person, man.
I think he's just a crazy guy. He's just a crazy dude.
Yeah.
I haven't heard. I don't know if Alex can pull up the full details. Apparently, he hit 3 people, and I assumed before it came out, I kind of pieced that together because when Perry's girlfriend was yelling at him, he was like, he touched me, and then before he hit the old guy, he said, "I'll knock your old ass out too." So when he said 2, I'm like, did he just knock some dude out, and now he's still fighting people?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I think he struck 3 people total.
I'm reading it. Perry was caught on. There's a Twitter video of it.
Oh, the video's great. He dropped that old dude.
Yeah, that ain't no rocket science, buddy. Come on. I mean, you got to be honest about that one, right? So you don't fucking hit old people, even though if he attacks you. I'm not quite sure what's going to be the punishment about this. Is that like self-defense? Not necessarily, because this guy's a fucking pro fighter.
Yeah, I mean, self-defense. Self-defense is it's a tricky word because do you really think Mike Perry felt threatened by that guy? Probably not.
Not necessarily, no. Not by the whole bunch.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's different. It's like LeBron James walking on the basketball court in your local town and playing basketball with those guys. It's the same thing. You can't just go. You're obviously a better fighter than everyone.
Yes.
So why?
So the UFC announced that he has to go to a rehab before they'll give him another title bout or any bout. He has to.
What kind of rehab? Anger management?
Yeah, he has to complete an alcohol treatment.
Oh,
that makes sense. That's why. So.
Or just give him more fights. That should do it as well.
Yeah. So he will not.
He just fought.
Unless he has agreed to get an evaluative help and next steps before completing a treatment program before he will be allowed. But I saw he pled not guilty.
Not guilty to what? There's video.
Oh shit.
That wasn't me, guys. That wasn't me.
I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I made a joke. I said Mike Perry landed the best right hand of his career that night.
Oh boy. But was that girl who's actually his girlfriend? I'm not quite sure. Seriously?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. He's only
Pretty
like
sure it was.
21 though, right?
So which reminds me of the meme. Probably you have seen it, Gage. 2-0 with his girlfriend right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going strong.
Everyone needs to get her in their corner because she's around. No one, you never lose.
Yeah.
She was pissed. He was calling her a hoe and shit. At the end, I don't know if you've seen the whole video, like when the cops show up.
Yeah.
He's like, you're not with me, you hoe, or something like that. He's like, you're with them, you're against me, or something. I don't know. They've been together for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, true. Shit. But isn't that pretty bad? Don't you get locked up because of fighting or something over there? I'm not quite sure. But...
I'm sure he did that night.
Yeah, you get arrested for the night. But...
Fuck.
Yeah, I would imagine.
He'll get an assault charge.
But... I heard they had the charges out. No press charges. I think he only got some misdemeanor for something.
Disorderly conduct.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
That's still going down on your fucking records, right? Isn't it?
Oh yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have to worry about getting a corporate job.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Yeah.
Good point.
But I tell you what, He did better. He did better. He did better striking the old man than McGregor did.
Yeah. People
Oh
were
boy.
forgetting to mention that.
McGregor's old man like took it on the chin and kept drinking.
Yeah, and
He
like
took it like a man.
Yeah, I think the guy that Mike Perry hit, I think he was
he was
down
out cold.
Oh shit. True.
The guy did come
Oh,
at
boy.
him though. The guy did come at him.
At the later stages, right of the video. True.
Well,
yeah. At
well,
the
the
very
guy
end,
was
actually.
the guy was talking shit about what he was going to say to the police or something like that, and he was, I think he was getting. I'm not defending Mike Perry, just so you know, but just the facts of what happened from the video I saw was the guy was walking towards him, and he said, I think he said, "Back up or I'll knock your old ass out," and then the
That's
guy
what
like
Mike Perry said, right? Yeah. True.
yeah, and then the
Yeah.
guy like bum rushed and was like, "I wish you would, motherfucker," something like that, and then Mike Perry was like,
shit.
"Okay, okay."
Well, I mean, to be fair, that guy should have known.
Shit.
No, but I
He's
mean,
mentally stable and he's a professional.
well,
fighter.
I mean, well, this is where grappling is king. This is where grappling is king. You got to put what Dean Lister calls the drunk uncle scenario. With grappling skills, he could have just taken that guy down, done like a knee on the belly, and be like, "Hey, dude, chill out."
Oh, like
Yeah, but too much people around, man. I don't think that you want to go down onto the ground in a situation
I just meant to hold the guy. If the guy was actually coming at you, instead of knocking him out cold, you could.
Yeah, but what do you do if those other guys jump you? You know,
Yeah.
that might
Well,
be a
that's
problem.
true.
So.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I still think Mike Perry against all the 70-year-old VA members, he'll be all right.
like see what Ryan Hall did.
Oh,
Like
boy.
what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
like
what Ryan Hall
did.
and Matt Serra. They both have situations on footage of them.
The one with
Have
the
you seen
restaurant and stuff. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the Ryan Hall one?
No.
Oh yeah, this dude. I can't believe it went on as long as it did. This guy they were trying to get him to leave. It was at like a pizza parlor, and he just kept talking like this craziness to Ryan Hall, and everyone was like, all the people around him was like, all right, get this guy out of here, just get this guy out of here. He was like obviously drunk out of his mind, and then like he ended up getting like right up to Mike Perry's table and like
Ryan
leaned
Hall.
over, like what'd I say?
Mike Perry.
Oh yeah, he would have never got that close to Mike Perry. He was like leaning over Ryan Hall, and he was like, "I've been to prison, like I'm a crazy person," or something like that, and was screaming at his face. And Ryan Hall just double legged him and mounted him, and just had wrist control. And then like the people around him were like, "Careful, careful!" And he was like, "I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna hurt him. Like he's okay." And then like, there's like chat in the background. It's like, "Is that kid some wrestler or something?" And like his wife or girlfriend was like, "He's all right. Like he'll handle this guy. Don't worry." and then so he sat there with him for a little bit, and then he was like, "Call the police." And the guy was like, "Get off of me, get off of me." And he was like, "Just chill out, dude. Like you're not going anywhere." And then as the cops came, they still couldn't get him to leave, and they couldn't get him to leave. And then Ryan Hall ended up choking him unconscious, which is the best part.
Oh shit.
And then the cops come, and then Matt Serra did the same thing.
Yeah, I saw that one with Matt Serra. But down here, it's like if you have like a special education in fucking martial arts or whatever, and if you get into a fight here, okay, even if you do it in self-defense, if you fucking exaggerate the whole situation and just crack his skull, or I don't know, smash his face, or I don't know, break his leg, ankle pick the motherfucker or whatever, okay?
Yeah.
You might end up in front of the court as like the fucking aggressor. Because they're treating
sense.
you like, I don't know
Yeah,
how
well,
it's
yeah,
over
you
there,
have a.
but
I would assume. I don't know if it's like anything. Alex would probably know better than me. I doubt it's on paper, but I assume, like, if a situation like that happened and you had a martial arts background, I assume the judge would take that into consideration. I would assume, like, you got no business hitting people. Like, you have, X experience as a martial artist. I would assume. I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? It's just whatever, maybe.
No, it doesn't mean anything what you're.
Well, if there's a jury, then they might take that into
I
consideration.
mean, yeah, they could because you're people, but
Yeah.
well,
Judges aren't people?
Would they put a jury on this one?
no.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so, right?
That's if it's like a serious, like if he like killed the guy or
Okay.
like if he knocked him out and the guy died, which happens, which is crazy to think about. Joe Rogan
It's
always
super
talks about
crazy.
that, like people fighting in the street. Like you knock someone out and they hit their head, they can die. And
Dude,
then
Well,
there's
listen
there's
up,
a
guys. There's a little crazy story for this one. Okay, on this one, I had a friend who was like a long time, actually, childhood friend who was boxing with me as well for a couple of years. And this guy went on a fucking trip. He had some LSD or something, and then mixed it up with some alcohol, and then he was like fucking getting weird in his head. Okay.
shit.
And then this guy was like hearing voices and stuff and pumped actually one guy out, knocked him out cold, and then he fell on the ground, smashed his head, and they fucking put that guy into the, what's it called? The place where they put the psychologically fucked up people.
oh,
like an insane asylum or something.
Yeah, something like that, okay? And he was like in there for 4 or 5 years or something, man. They fucking stuck him in there and he didn't come out for a long time. And he is still actually using those antidepressant stuff so he doesn't hear any voices. And this guy's all messed up.
oh
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
a bad trip.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we were just
Yeah,
talking
fucking
about this last episode.
Yeah, we
Alex.
literally were talking about this last episode.
Seriously?
Yeah, about
On which part? Which part? I didn't hear that one.
LSD sometimes because it's we were talking about like
Well,
psychedelic.
The mushrooms,
maybe
yeah. Okay.
we talked about this off air because I think I asked Alex questions about because I heard about bad trips and I heard about people going crazy.
Yeah, it
Now,
can
why
happen with LSD.
why are you asking so detailed questions, Gage? Are you interested in this stuff or stay away from this shit, man? I'm telling you.
No, the whole point of me asking Alex is because I'm so scared of everything.
Okay.
I'd be the wrong guy to trip, dude. I'd be the wrong. I'm not right in the head. I'm not like in a bad way. Like I think in a good way. Like I can't handle different stuff. Like
Okay.
so
you got a good counselor for sure with Alex. I'm pretty sure about that one. So.
Oh, dude, I can't even smoke weed. I'd trip out like I was on acid, dude. I can't handle. I don't something. I can handle drinking for some reason. Something about as soon as I know, like I said, if you gave me fake mushrooms and you told me like these are real mushrooms, it would be in my head so hard I would think I was tripping balls.
Oh shit!
Like, yeah, I'd be like, I'm seeing stuff. I'd be freaking out. I'd be in a fetal position.
Okay. Oh shit.
So did that guy he hit? Was he okay after the
No,
fact?
he died. He died. That's
Oh,
why you put him on the. That's why they put him in the fucking forensic place where no one gets inside, no one gets outside. He was there for 4 years.
Oh, dude.
And the whole
Killed
fucked
the
up thing
guy.
is, we after 5 years, they put him out on the place where you can actually visit him. Okay, they took him out from the fucking high security stuff and put him on the lower stuff so he can reintegrate into society and stuff. And we actually did visit this guy. Okay, and I was always being nice. I was always being nice to this guy. I was like offering him some coffees. I was buying him a lunch or something sometimes before. Okay. And then when we went to visit this guy, he told me like, hey, Artunj, I have to apologize for you, you know? And I was like, hey, what's up, man? You know? And he said like, okay, when I was 4 years in the fucking forensic, I made a list of top 10 people, which I'm going to fucking stab when I get out.
Oh my God.
And he told me like, okay, you can take a guess on which spot you were.
He was gonna kill you, and you were nice to him?
I was on fucking #1 spot, man. He was supposed to kill me, that motherfucker.
Why?
Because he was hearing fucking voices in his head. That why demons and stuff.
Oh my God.
Seriously.
Dude.
So
That's
basically, to wrap it up, don't take LSD.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Alex, good point.
There's this I think I ended up unfollowing him because it was very disturbing. There's an Instagram page called, I think it was called, they spelled it funny, so it might be hard to find, but it's called Fight Baits. I don't know, it was like BAITZ or something like that, I don't know, but they followed me and I followed them back. It was like street fight clips. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, I'll follow them back. I watch some street fights, and all of them were so
Nasty.
brutal. They were all someone like getting like suplex and hitting their head on the ground and going completely unconscious. Like all of them.
Oh,
I can't watch that shit, dude. Yeah, or like all of them like a big slam and they hit their head on the ground and they are out cold. It's so
Shit.
I was like, oh, I can't watch this anymore.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
But we'll start talking about the pay-per-view last night because I know we only have you for a little bit. Ed.
Yeah, let's go.
I want to talk about the one, at least the one before the prelim main card.
So the prelim headliner or whatever.
Yeah, the guy who did his UFC debut.
What is
The
it?
Jiri
Ozdemir or
Prochazka.
something like that. Ozdemir or something like that. Who is it?
Lost. Vulcan Ozdemir versus Jiri Prochazka.
Prohaska or something.
Is that how you say it?
I think so. I didn't watch that, to be honest. To be
This is
quite
a good
honest
one.
with you guys.
I had money on because Vulcan at the time he's ranked number 7 on light heavyweight, so he's a top 10 light heavyweight. Going against this kid, it was a UFC debut, and knocked him out with a gorgeous hook right on the chin, out cold. I think they got knocked out of the night. He got knocked out of the night. But yeah,
Some sort of a walk-off or something, right?
yeah, it was sick. And this guy was real big, real lanky, had a real funny style. Didn't look great in the first round, but I feel like he was just feeling him out. And then second round just clashed. And he looked impressive. I mean, your UFC debut and you knock out a guy in the top 10.
Yeah.
Interesting to see where he goes.
For sure.
Didn't he wobble him with that head kick, Alex? And then and then once he hit him with the punch, he was it was not a TKO by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah,
he was out cold.
But as far as I remember, he was at what's that fucking league called? Rizin or something? The Japanese.
Oh,
guy?
Ryzen,
exactly. Yeah, Ryzen. Yeah,
oh, was he?
true.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like.
I've never watched a Ryzen event. I don't think so. Kron Gracie used to fight there before he came to the UFC, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought that one was an impressive one. I lost money on that. I had the other guy. I was like, because you never know with these UFC debuts, you're either gonna have a dude who isn't cut out for it, or you could have the next superstar.
Right.
True. Yeah.
I'm excited to see where that guy goes. That was pretty impressive.
It was impressive.
Yeah, but Özdemir is a little kind of overrated too, man. He just got his hands. He's got heavy hands, and that's it. Nothing else. So.
Yeah, but that was that one, and then we started with Paige Van Zant.
Oh
yeah. Versus Rebus.
Oh yeah.
Amanda Hebas.
Hebas, that's how you say it, right?
Did you see her? Yeah, it's like Royce Gracie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
You don't say your R. You don't say your R's in
Portuguese.
Is it Portuguese or is it just how Brazilians say the English?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but they speak Portuguese.
I know that. I just didn't know if that was how they. I guess that makes sense. They would just be Portuguese. Yeah, but
sometimes I think they are pronouncing the R sometimes if it's like a dominant R or something. I'm not
if
sure
it's,
because
I think if it's
Gracie,
in the middle.
You can also say Gracie, so they're using the fucking R.
If it's the start of the word, it's an H.
They don't use it. Okay.
Like Rio de Janeiro.
Okay.
Like that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just if it's the start, but do you see Amanda Hebas's post fight where they instead of putting 10-1, they put 101 by her record?
Yeah, I did. I saw that. I was like, what the hell?
They actually put 101 in. I seen a hilarious meme. It said like everyone says Amanda Nunes is the greatest of all time, and then it says Amanda Hebas with a 101 record. Hold my Modelo.
Oh boy.
She's awesome, man. She's fun.
Yeah, you called that page. You called the armbar.
I called the armbar, Eddie.
Did you? Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Recorded.
To the T. I did say round. I said round 2 though. I said round 2, but it was halfway through the first round. I thought it was quicker than that. It was 2 minutes and 22 seconds in, I guess. I mean, Paige Van Zandt, I don't think she might have landed a strike because I think Hebas's nose was bleeding, but
yeah, but even those strikes, they won't hurt, man. I mean, Paige is I don't know. She should just keep IG modeling instead of fighting. I don't know.
See, this is where I get evil. Like I like to think I'm a pretty nice guy 99% of the time, but then this 1%, I said I want her to beat Paige so bad she regrets wanting to fight. I want her to walk out of there so beaten and battered and go, I never want to fight again. Okay. That's the dark side. That's the LSD
to you, dude.
That's the LSD side of me.
Yeah.
Stay away, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Her whole she thinks like she's so like special because she has a big following, but you don't have a big following because you're an excellent mixed martial artist. I'm just
Oh,
just
geez, you're
putting that out there.
yeah. Don't find her cocky at all. She seems to be pretty like happy-go-lucky.
Well, I
I don't
mean,
get the animosity, man. Why do you hate her, bro?
she was very open about saying, I need to make more money because I'm worth more, and I make more money posting pictures on Instagram than I do in the UFC. So they need to pay me more, or I'm leaving.
Yeah, true.
I'm like, all right, well,
I mean,
show you belong in the UFC. Which you didn't.
Oh,
You fought a smaller woman who came up a weight class, and I know Paige VanZant used to fight at strawweight, but Hebos is a strawweight. She came up. She was like, easy money, baby. She came up, made pretty quick and easy work with Paige VanZant.
Oh yeah.
And
she's got a much heavier background, man. I mean, she's just like a fucking judo black belt or something, as well as BJJ. So there is no fucking chance. If you guys remember in the first podcast, we talked about
judo
Ronda
guys.
Rousey. Yeah, judo guys.
You talked about
Ronda
judo
Rousey.
guys who could learn how to strike, how they'd be the
Exactly.
best.
If you put her fucking proper striking in her hands of Amanda Ribas, then that's gonna be a fucking killer.
I think her striking's pretty good though. Is it not? I think it's pretty. Is it? I mean, you would know better than me. It's okay, or it's just not that
Yeah, it
great?
was okay. It was just okay for covering the distance, but I don't think she's gonna knock someone out. You know,
Okay.
so.
But I mean, her grappling is so good. What put her on the radar, on my radar, was when she destroyed Mackenzie Dern, who's a very high level grappler. Mackenzie Dern is a super high level black belt, and Hebos' last fight was Dern, and I think Hebos was a pretty big underdog, and she destroyed her on the ground, destroyed her.
Yeah,
made it look like
you were big on Dern.
I don't think I was really.
You were.
Maybe I was. I
Yeah.
I predicted her to lose to Courtney Casey. How dare you?
All right.
And she didn't.
Yeah,
I don't think I was that big
what
on
I'm trying to
Dern.
say is she has the full package in terms of not striking, but when you get in the clinch, having the takedown with the fucking judo throw, and then on the ground with the fucking BJJ, there is no chance you can actually survive this. So
Yeah.
the only way is you got to stand up.
That's exactly how I saw it going on. I didn't expect her to submit her that early. I mean,
Yeah.
which I guess is, more credit to Hebos, really. But I thought she was just going to punish her on the ground, hurt her, and then catch her. I didn't realize she was going to be like, I'm that much better with you. As soon as we're down here, you're in trouble the whole time, which is what it was. You know, she had her in that Kasakatami, which is the worst in jiu-jitsu.
That's fucked up too. Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's
the
worst. So all that weight's like on your rib, you know. Alex, if you don't know what Kasakatami is, it's when
and cranking on your fucking neck as well. A little.
Yeah,
From the
it's
back.
when from side control, their hips are like the other way, where like they're like sitting down, and they have your head. They're scooping your head and grabbing their own thigh, so your head is scooped like this, and all their weight is right here. It like hurts your ribs. It's so bad, and that's where she had Paige VanZant for a while, and she was like hammer fisting her. I'm like, oh, it's not. I mean, it's probably not that bad when you're 120 pounds, but when big guys put you there, it's so
fucked up. Yeah. Even though I tried it a couple of times, I'm not quite can't hold the position though. Okay,
no, me neither. I'm not very good at it. A lot of catch guys are good at it. A lot of catch wrestlers are good at it. Yeah.
They're just slipping underneath me somehow, so I'm doing something wrong there with this.
Me too. I'm 100% with you. I can't hold it very well. I'm much better. I like to hold side control where I switch my hips like that. I like to do that, but I just scoop the arm. I don't scoop the head. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not good
Just
at the Kesakatami. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not good at the Kesakatami. I like you. I lose it, but when guys can hold it, it sucks.
And how did she transition to the armbar from there again?
I think Paige VanZant started to turtle up. I think she took her back for a second, and then as they were scrambling, so she had her back, and I think she pulled out one of her hooks and threw it around the head to trap the arm. I think.
Okay.
That's what I think I remember. And then once she had the arm, I was like, that's it. She's not going anywhere.
There's no chance, yeah.
But then again, that 1% of me, I was like, break it.
Oh boy.
That's why I said on the podcast, because Paige VanZant has had her. I don't know which arm it was. She's had the same arm broken many, many times.
Oh
it's
boy.
It's been a big problem. She has an arm problem with one of her arms, and I'm like, she's gonna get. Yeah, of course, yeah. So she's gonna get that arm, and she's gonna break it and end the career.
You did say that.
I did say that.
Yeah.
but she didn't break it. As soon as Paige tried to tuck and roll, which I don't think it would have saved her any, but it was a desperation attempt at mid roll. She's like, no, it's not working out. She tapped.
Yeah.
But here's another that 1%. Hebos wasn't letting go until the ref grabbed her.
I know. I saw that.
I seen
too.
Paige tapping, and she was
Keep
like,
tapping.
She was still counting? Seriously? Yeah.
oh
I
yeah,
didn't notice that one.
Yeah, when it showed like from the backside, when Paige went for the roll, she started tapping, I think, on Hebos's like thigh, and then Hebos didn't let it go until the ref said it, because sometimes they don't see that shit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Sometimes they don't see the tap. So, I mean, I guess it's more fucked up if it's like a joint lock, because you might break it. If it's a choke, like, big deal.
Yeah, but especially in that inverted position, they might not see. That's very true indeed.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not going to let something go. Sure. And then if Paige realizes that the ref didn't see it, Paige just fights on.
And you know how people are. They're like, yeah,
oh, yeah.
Tap.
Exactly. Chael Sonnen tried that shit with Anderson Silva.
Oh, shit.
Remember we were talking about, I got to do a sidebar. Remember, I don't think he was on the podcast. I think it was me and you, Eddie, talking on Instagram. But we're talking about the Trash Talk Kings and how he was so funny.
Oh, man.
I watched this hilarious interview where there was many, but when he was talking about how he thinks he won the belt, and he goes, obviously he's been, WWF like fake, but he goes, I didn't lose that fight. What happened was I didn't understand the rules. He goes, I thought when you tapped, you lost that round, not the fight.
Yeah, right.
He's like, so I won 4 rounds to 1.
Cheeky bastard.
He's funny. He was funny. But we'll move on. So, next we got Jessica Andrade versus Rose Namajunas. Again, I was very surprised at the split decision. I don't know how Eddie saw it. I thought Rose clearly won round 2.
Yeah, I have no idea how that was.
1 and 2, I thought were clear Rose, like clear Rose. I mean, maybe was there some argument for round 2? I mean, someone obviously. I don't know what round they gave Jessica. It was so clear to me, I didn't know how that was possible.
From my point of view, to be honest, I mean, Andrade was looking like she was pretty busy, and she was moving a lot of head movement and stuff, but there was no footwork at all. So she was just trying to get in range and throw those hooks and nothing else. Was there anything else?
No, and the strike numbers were night and day.
And adding up for exactly, yeah. And Rose actually was just throwing straight shots right at the fucking point. So.
The problem with Rose is she's, and unless I'm way off, and then someone can throw a stat at me that I didn't realize, she doesn't really possess the power. She has a lot of decisions. She's just technically very sound, and which is why I predicted her by decision. But to be fair, I didn't think she would get outclassed in that 3rd round. I mean, Andrade was putting on in the 3rd round. Very surprising.
Yeah, but still, which brings me to the point that Trevor Whitman, I think, at the beginning of the 3rd round and the pause, okay, he was like giving the advice to Rose that she should fucking stand her ground. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Was it?
Well,
what do you guys think?
You're a striking coach, not me. I assumed he didn't want her to backpedal and get bum rushed by Andrade. I assume.
Yeah, but that's how fucking Rose scored those 2 rounds, the first 2 rounds. She was always on backpedal, hit 1-2, and then go back again. Hit 1-2 and go back again.
Yeah.
So what else did she do? She didn't do nothing else.
That's true. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they're thinking more side to side, not back to back. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I just looked up the cards. One of the judges gave what's her face the 1st round.
The 1st round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she like Eddie said, she was doing good movement and stuff. But I mean, I think if you look at the striking numbers, they were pretty clear for Rose.
I mean,
there was
at
no
least
takedowns or anything.
From my experience, if you do like MMA sparring, okay, you don't have those fucking big gloves on. You have small gloves, and then you got to move your head to just keep the movement. If a shot comes, you just slip away or something, okay? But in order to hit back, this guy steps in, steps out. So you gotta follow up with your feet as well. If you just move your head and try to swing, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least that's my experience. Okay, you gotta move
You're
forward.
saying step in for range and stuff.
Exactly.
Where Andrade was just kind of just standing there.
And Rose was exactly doing the same thing. She was like jumping in, 1-2, and jumping out, or stepping in, stepping out, nothing else.
Conor McGregor, master of that.
Exactly. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, she's a very, very, very good technical fighter. But then again, I got to give props to Andrade. I didn't think that she would look that good in the third round. She looked great in the third round.
Yeah, true. Maybe because of the bad advice of Trevor Whitman.
Hey, it's possible. It's very possible. It's very possible.
Oh boy.
We want to move on to Aldo.
Oh.
That's a shame.
I
That's a shame how it ended.
Oh man, yeah.
It was a shame how it ended.
I mean, what's his face? Peter? Petar?
Oh, Petter.
Pet.
From my point of view, but
Petter.
whatever.
It's Petter. Yeah, Tom.
That's a hard one.
Tom from God Mode, shout out again. He sent me a message after listening, and he said the same thing. He sent me a voice message and how he would say it, and he said I was saying tree. I was close, but I was doing the E, like I was going Piotr, and I guess it was like Pieter or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Pieter, that's how you say it, Eddie?
Piotr, but I think Piotr is a rather like a Polish name, man. I'm not quite sure if that's a Russian name.
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't it?
Tom's girlfriend speaks Russian. That's why he was trying to help me out. I don't
Okay.
know.
But like
Every American's gonna
Saint
call him Peter.
Petersburg. They say Peter. That's why.
Yeah.
So like,
I think it's just it's probably Peter in like his language, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the same with me, guys. Come on. I mean, my real name is Ertunç, okay, and people call me Eddie. So what am I supposed to do now?
yeah.
Wait, how do you say it slow? How do you say your real name?
Like air, like the air you breathe, and tunch. Air tunch.
Tunch?
Tunch. Tunc.
Okay.
So look, if it takes me like every time in my life for 200 times already explaining people how my fucking name is pronounced, I just say Eddie, fuck this shit. Never mind, you know,
Eddie.
just call me fucking
Yeah,
Eddie.
we're dumb. We're dumb.
Sorry,
Keep it
dude.
real simple.
No, not just you guys. Don't get me wrong. Not just you guys. I had it like 500 times already in my life. So
Yeah.
You look like an Eddie though. Eddie fits you.
Thank you, buddy.
And I'm a giant Eddie Bravo fan, so it works out.
Oh yeah, that's a good guy too.
I love me some Eddie Bravo. He's very decisive though. I hate to go another sidebar. Some people aren't fans of Eddie Bravo. They don't like how he changed the sport so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
He was the
first guy.
He was really the first. He was the first guy, to my knowledge, to do a whole jiu-jitsu gym where he abandoned the gi and still did a belt system.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Well, because from what Eddie says was the reason he started jiu-jitsu in the first place was watching UFC 1, and then after seeing Royce Gracie, he's like, I want to learn that, and then once they started taking the gis off, well, no one had to wear a gi. He wore one because he chose one. Eddie said that when he opened up a gym, his whole goal was to make a jiu-jitsu style that worked best in MMA. So like the rubber guard where people can't back the distance up and hit you. No gi, of course. All the no gi
Yeah,
at all.
but then again, I'm missing the point of leading by example, Cage.
He was just
Does
so
it make
different.
sense?
I think so. Go ahead.
So what I'm trying to say is that if you are convinced about the fucking concept you're creating there, okay, then you should be able to display it as well. Not just by explaining it to Rickson Gracie. I don't know if you remember the video where you actually tried to explain Rickson Gracie. That he has like his rubber guard and stuff, exactly, and Rickson was like, "What the fuck is this guy talking about?" You know, he was like having a different
stuck in his way.
expression. So, yeah,
You can't be stuck in your way, and I think most people, like it or hate it, most people would probably consider Eddie Bravo the most innovative person in the jiu-jitsu's ever had.
And that might be possible, but it's not MMA related. That's what I'm trying to say. You know.
Okay, that's true, but I think he just wanted his style to be best. I think. But either way, I mean, MMA or no MMA, like his style is just extremely different. The way he has his own moves, he has his own weird names for positions that I don't even know. You know, like the truck. Like I don't know what the truck is. I don't know what that is. But he's like, put him in the truck. I'm like, I don't know what that is.
Throw sand.
Oh shit.
But I mean, his stuff like the electric chair, the twister, all that stuff that he made so
Famous.
well known today. Yeah.
Sure,
And they're
sure.
and I mean, you can't even do them in competition. There's almost any competition a twister is not allowed because of him, I believe, because he twisted his way to ADCC, and then they were like, well, it's kind of dangerous on like your spine. We probably shouldn't let people do it.
Well, listen up. Here's a fun fact. I mean, even if you go to local BJJ tournaments down here, okay, if you see like a guy with a fucking 10 planet, what's it called?
Rash guard?
A rash guard, exactly. You think like, holy shit, what the fuck what is this guy doing down here? But as soon as you see him grapple, you say like, go fuck yourself. It's just merchandise.
Oh.
Like the tap out shirt.
Exactly, yeah.
Well, I've heard Bisping say that every time he grapples, he said anytime he grapples with 10th Planet guys, it's very frustrating because they're just so different. They're just
if you got
such a
real
different
ones,
style.
if you got real ones in front of you,
real
of course,
10th Planet guys.
True,
yeah,
true.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll move on. So Eddie fits you. That was the point. How did you guys score the fight before? Obviously, the 5th round stoppage, which was, I know Eddie's thoughts on stoppages. I think that was terribly late. I mean, he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, man, he was getting beat up. I know. We have the text messages. Let's see what I thought at the time.
There was no need for that. It was at least a minute or so of him just turtled up, covered up, just getting hit.
Yeah. But yeah, I was sad. I mean, I think Aldo did a lot for this. I wanted to see him drop down and kind of have a little comeback, but not to be. It looks like
it went about the way I thought it would. Honestly.
Did you seriously?
Yeah, I was stated, at least on Instagram, I think on the show, I predicted Jan winning, but I really wanted Aldo to win. I think it'd be cool for his legacy, but I just didn't think he had it. You know what I mean? Jan's just a young kid, young stud coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a fucking young lion. Sure.
But hey, but those leg kicks were the leg kicks of old Aldo in the beginning. I said, here we go. I thought he was gonna. Well, he made Jan switch stances. No, Jan fought the rest of that fight southpaw.
Yes, it is. Very
Jan,
actually.
We had Jan definitely winning round 1, 2, and 3 were close. It could have been 3-1 going into it, possibly 2-2 going into the
What did you said you have the text message? What did I have?
Yeah, that's what you said. You said I have it 3-1 Jan, but it may be 2-2. Like if they gave Aldo because those 2 and 3 were close.
Well, I mean, don't forget the fact that Aldo is actually, from my point of view at least, past his prime. And as you're saying, this kid is a young lion, right? He's fucking hungry, so he needs to come out guns blazing, of course. And especially a boxer like this guy, like Peter Yan, I think it's definitely a mistake to just stand and trade. I mean, this boy has some heavy hands for sure, right? And as you can see, Aldo was actually doing a good job with those fucking calf kicks, okay, early in the round. So he made him switch stand for sure. The only thing I don't understand is like, why didn't he fucking attack the other leg, okay? I mean, if you chuck both legs, there's no chance that this guy is going to stand up anymore upright. So,
yeah.
And apart from this, Aldo was always only kicking single legs, calf kicks, or only punching. He wasn't combining them like he used to do in his fucking career. I don't understand why. And of course, at the later stages of the fight, he got gassed out. So
yeah, that's a good point. And then he did look tired late.
Exactly.
That's a real interesting point, Eddie, because it did seem like when Jan would switch southpaw, he had no interest in leg kicking anymore, which is very strange.
Maybe he's not kicking good with his left leg because usually he kicks those low kicks with the right legs, right? As far as I remember. So
which would make it an outside calf kick because Jan's left foot's forward. But then when Jan switches it, it would make it. Do people not do inside calf kicks? Maybe I don't understand.
Inside leg kicks, yes, but you can chop those inside leg kicks as well. Actually, so I don't understand why he didn't do it.
I don't understand why he wouldn't. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
but
then,
go ahead.
Well, I mean, it was good. I thought it was a good fight. I mean, it was exciting.
Yeah.
I think Aljamain and Sterling beats Jan.
Yeah, that's what you and Travis were saying. You think Aljamain's gonna come in and fuck him up?
I do. Yeah.
Aljamain or Henry Cejudo coming back from retirement? What do you say?
Aljamain. Cejudo won't come back and fight his division.
He will, bro. Trust me.
You think so?
He will. Yeah, because he was making fun of those guys. He was like, I don't know, look at these two clowns or something.
Oh, he wants to just stay in the talk. That's all. Maybe he'll come back and fight Sterling. Sterling gets the next title shot. And
Okay.
I think Sterling takes Jan down and works him on the ground.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I think. I think he'll be your next champion.
Just like Volkanovski, I don't think that Jan is going to keep that title for long, man. There is no way.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
No, I think Sterling beats him. So might as well move on to it because we only got Eddie for 10 more minutes, I think. So,
We talked about Holloway in the beginning.
yeah, we did.
I thought
we did. Yeah.
Yeah, we can move past it.
Yeah.
I thought Max won though. I really did. I don't think it was a highway robbery like that guy in that Eddie will get it. That guy in that chat doesn't like me, Eddie. I don't know what his problem is. I don't know what that guy's problem is. I'm just having fun with him, and he just gets all serious with me. Alex, if you haven't seen, of course I was hammered drunk. This is so embarrassing because as soon as I woke up this morning, I was like, I didn't want to check my phone because I'm like, I think I said something to that guy. I said, I don't remember what I said. But I was like,
Did you lose your house?
something like that. Yeah, I was like, hopefully you didn't bet your house because you knew Max was gonna win.
And I was
And then-
putting some more into the mix with like rape and stuff.
Yeah. Eddie was like, don't go full retard, buddy, to that guy because he just kept going on and on. He's like, you're a laughing joke if you think that Max lost, which I don't. I do think he won. I was just having fun with the guy. And he was like, Holloway didn't lose. What are you talking about? What fight did you see? He is the still. And then like there'll be like a pause in the chat, and like an hour later he'll post like some headline about how Max won. I'm like, dude, no, we get it, man. I haven't even said anything back, but I'm with them. I think Max won. I was busting his balls. I lost money on that. I lost a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. I lost a lot of money on that one.
I would have won $140 something, I think, from my first parlay if Max would have won. He was the last one on that parlay. I did a different one with Masvidal, but yeah, I was just having fun with the guy. Jesus.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, move on.
He seems like a kid, Eddie. What do you think? The way he talks, I feel like
That's okay. I mean, you gotta live and let live, buddy. What am I supposed to say?
I know he just seems like a young, angry kid full of testosterone. I don't know.
I hope he's an old guy.
I don't think so. But whatever. We'll move on. Main event.
So what do you guys say? Usman Masvidal.
I can't believe
I-
that was a robbery. That was a robbery.
What?
Masvidal won the fight.
Dude.
Masvidal won that fight. I don't know who scored that. Who scored that for Usman?
I wish I'm still convinced Burns is gonna beat Usman when he gets the shot. Damn
Don't
COVID.
tell us to Eddie.
I know. Yeah, that's right.
No, it's okay. I mean, it would have been a much more difficult matchup for Usman from my point of view as well. I mean, you guys are right. He would make him much more trouble than Masvidal because I don't know if I actually give that by voice message to you before, Cage, because Masvidal has always the same fucking fighting strategy. He jumps you right away. He rushes. He tries to rush you. He tries to get into the fucking fist fight right at the beginning of the fight usually, okay, and is trying to basically take advantage of this. And he tried the same thing with Usman as well, as you have seen. The first couple of the first minute, I think he was.
Well, I think he won the
unloading all
first
kinds of
round.
shots.
I think Masvidal won the first round.
True. You know?
I hate to play the card, but I have to play the card. I think taking the fight on 6 days' notice had a big factor because he looked tired real quick.
Yeah, but that same goes out for Usman as well, isn't it?
Well, Usman was already planning to fight that day. He wasn't planning to fight Masvidal, but he was still supposed to fight Burns. That was booked a month or so ago. So
you
I
are
mean, he had
saying
camp.
had
Masvidal didn't.
like a
I don't
drawback
think Masvidal. So go ahead. Sorry, Eddie.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go.
I don't think Masvidal had a camp. I think he was doing his thing. I think he's a little bit of a partier. You know what I mean? I think he likes to have fun. And then I think Burns dropped out. Apparently, UFC called him, offered him quite a bit of money, which he's very open about. Like, I'm not going to take a fight. You know, that's why he sat out in the first place. He was like, all right, I'll do it. And he had to cut 20 pounds in 6 days. And it was probably easy because it's probably bullshit what he was cutting, you know, booze and shit. You know, it's probably easy. It probably sucked. And then with no real camp, I don't know how hard he was training. I mean, he obviously knows how to fight, but I just think he probably took it on a whim and was like you were saying, like I can knock this dude. I'm a much better striker, which I think he is. I think he was like, I can knock him out in a round or two. He probably knew, like, after 3 rounds, like, with no camp, I'm probably not going to be doing okay. Like, I'm probably going to be tired. I assume his strategy was, I got 2 rounds to knock him out. That's
even though he was still bursting out at the end, man, with some fucking energy to try to knock him out. Right? So that was fucking impressive.
The fact he went all 5 impressed me because I thought he was looking tired early. I mean, I know it was just survival mode, but I thought it was impressive, man. I mean, his performance was not impressive, but I'm saying he survived, and like I said, he took it on such. I think that he was like, I bet his whole team had the game plan like, we need to knock this dude out early. We need to knock him out early, and I do think he looked way better on the feet. It just once he got on the fence, Usman was just so big and so strong, and that's what he does, you know.
Oh yeah, true.
I just think
and from my point of view, I mean, look at the fucking fight IQ of Usman as well, right? I mean, he doesn't just let himself drag into the fucking stand-up fight. He just maybe trades 1-2 shots and then just digs down deep for the fucking double leg or something, or goes straight to the fence, which is from not every fighter does that, right? I mean, usually people just stand there and trade because they don't want to fucking lose their honor or whatever. They have like their fighter code.
I think Usman's a very smart fighter.
Yeah,
I think it was on the show. I think the reason he stood and traded shots with Colby Covington was because Colby's such a good wrestler. I thought Usman probably had in his head, it's going to be a lot of effort to take him down, and even if I do, what if he gets back up and I wasted all that energy? You know what I mean? I think he fights very smart. I think, I think he just like, okay, Colby's going to be really hard to take down. If I do get him down, will it be worth all that energy I wasted?
Probably
you know
not.
I mean?
Yeah, true.
Exactly. So I think he played that fight smart. I think he played really smart with Masvidal. He played with everyone he's fought. He played against Maia very smart. He didn't want to go down with Maia. He wanted to stand and trade. There was a point in that fight where Maia basically pulled guard, or Usman got off of him, and he laid there with his hands behind his head, like, come on down here. And Usman was like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm good.
True.
He's a smart fighter. He is a smart fighter. So I have to agree with that. And I think he played Masvidal well. He didn't want to stand in the open with Masvidal because I think Masvidal would have won.
Yeah, true. I mean, here you can clearly see what Masvidal has actually, what kind of career this guy has, right? I mean, he is a fucking old dog in the fighting business. Before he was like fighting out there on the streets of Miami, and now he's in the fucking ring, and you can clearly see this guy is a fucking savage, man. Actually, in terms of
he's awesome. He's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if I would have to pick one guy to take a fucking fight somewhere outside with along, that would probably be Masvidal.
He might be the best guy.
Indeed.
Because there are guys that they're like they're very good mixed martial artists, but like, I mean, obviously they'd be way better in a street fight than most people, but Masvidal's both. Masvidal started street fighting. Yeah.
He's got it all. True.
Yeah, that's a guy you want. If you're in an altercation outside in the streets, you want Mike Perry or George Masvidal, apparently.
Oh yeah. Yeah, guys.
Alex, what do you think before Eddie has to take off?
I always respect the kind of the art of the shit talking. You got your Michael Bisping shirt on. But I think, that's kind of Jorge's game is, I'm going to piss this guy off enough to where he might actually try to stand and trade with me to shut me up. And like, that's where I can come in and like, do my thing. And I think early in that first round, I think that almost kind of, it seemed like Usman was willing to a little bit, but then obviously he's, very disciplined, remembering like, I can't do this.
Get your shit together. Huh? Yeah, true.
So, but 6 days notice. like Gage said, he had 2 rounds, and then after that, I think he knew what was going to happen. So
Yeah. So let's see what happens if they run it back. Pretty
I'd
interesting
be
in that one.
interested to see
Yeah,
that.
with a full camp. True.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, Eddie, because I think Masvidal would do much better with a full camp. Yeah, and that's a fight I'd like to see again, honestly, because if Masvidal can come up with a good strategy to stay away from the fence and maintain the center of the cage and use the striking, I think that could be a way different fight for Usman.
That again, I'm not quite sure.
Easier said than done. Easier said than
exactly.
done. No,
Exactly.
you're right.
Yeah.
I have full disclaimer, Eddie. When I watched Usman become the champion, I said very openly, very often, I said, what I say? I said, he's gonna be a hard guy to beat. He might be champion for a long time, and I stand by that. I think he's gonna be he's a very hard guy to beat. Except Gilbert Burns can do it, baby.
Yeah,
I
but
think so.
not because he's like a fucking perfect striker. Okay, it's just I don't know.
His strategy.
His
His
strategy
and his
is
skill
good.
set.
His fucking wrestling. It's just the style, man. The style is fucked up. I mean, you had this with Johnny Hendricks, as far as I remember, against when he went into the division of what's his name again? I'm forgetting his name all the time, man. This guy with American Top Team.
Johnny Hendricks.
He was fighting against Robbie Lawler. Now I got it.
Robbie Lawler, yeah. Okay.
It just slips away from my mind, that name, all the time somehow. Robbie Lawler, he was also actually pretty dominating with his fucking wrestling and stuff. And before he got to Robbie Lawler, taking away all the people away before he fought actually Lawler, that was quite impressive too. And he had like a pretty good wrestling as well. So
it's a good style.
Difficult style for sure. Yeah, for other people. Yeah,
might be the best style in MMA, really. If you have the cardio for it, and your striking is okay enough that you can either get to the clinch or get to a takedown. It's a hard style to beat.
Yeah, look at Khabib, man.
Yeah.
Khabib.
Best example ever.
Yeah. I think Usman's a better striker than Khabib, though. What do you think, Eddie?
Yeah.
I think so, but I don't think his grappling is better.
No, not only anyone's grappling is better
than fucking
Khabib's.
way.
No.
His MMA specific grappling, let's put it that way.
Yes, his MMA specific grappling is. I mean, it's probably the best we've ever seen. I would imagine.
Yeah.
And no one's figured it out yet.
No one's figured it out.
Nope.
Justin Gaethje will though.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, true. Good
Eddie, do you have to
sure.
go? Do you have to go?
Yeah, I got to rush,
buddy.
guys.
All right, man. Thanks for
talk
coming
to you.
on, man.
Coming on.
Always
Talking
an
about
honor.
the
Always a
fights.
pleasure. Thanks for inviting me, having me.
Yeah.
You had a question. Do you want to answer that question, or you want to wait?
Yeah, we can do so real quick.
Okay, because my answer, I don't really have a good one. Your question you asked about why are all the greatest fights of all time are all striking matches?
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think I have an answer for that. Because even off of the, I mean, I'm a huge fan of grappling. I like it more than striking. I'll be open about it. I like it more than striking. But off the top of my head, I can't think of a super exciting grappling match that stands out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just think those stand out the most, the striking matches.
Yeah. Alex, what do you say?
Well, I think because everyone can see what's happening, like the layman and on and striking, you guys are just beating the piss out of each other, and like I guess it's more of a physical toll, I think, than like being armbarred a bunch of times and getting out of it, compared to being just taking shots to the face over and over and being rocked and getting back up. That's why, I guess why. But I think that, I mean, yeah, and it seems like the sport overall, it's more or striking focus. So
unless you're a champion,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Most champions are pretty wrestling heavy.
But still, I think it's of course in the stand-up department it's much more dramatic. You see fucking blood flowing out, you see heads pop out, whatever.
Yes.
Which brings us back to the point where this guy of your meme has the fucking shirt on with just bleed. Okay, I mean that sums up the whole discussion actually. So
Yeah.
you don't see any
But
bleeding
like
with
I said,
fucking
also,
BJJ.
no, that's true. No, you see a bunch of guys sipping tea, going, "Oh, how eloquent," or whatever. Because
Let me hold that ankle for you.
yeah,
Like this.
because off the top of my head, I can't think it like the best grappling display in MMA I can think of off the top of my head was Bryce Mitchell and Charles Rosa. It was amazing.
Okay, Gary
Were you
Tonin
on-
versus what was the Brazilian guy's
Oh,
name?
are you talking about grappling matches?
Yeah, as
Oh,
well.
Gordon Ryan and Cron Gracie was amazing.
That was good.
Or not
and
Gordon
also,
Ryan. Sorry. Gary Tonin and Cron Gracie. Sorry. I don't know the best grappling match of all time. That's tough. But in MMA, just a few weeks ago, Bryce Mitchell and Charles Rosa went at it, and Bryce
Was
Mitchell
that good as well? I didn't watch that, to be honest.
it was amazing. He almost twisted Charles Rosa like
3
7
times.
times.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. It was
Okay.
just 3 rounds of just crazy just grappling, position, transition. It was very crazy.
Well,
I
my
think the casual.
my favorite MMA related BJJ guy is actually Oliveira.
Oh, he's amazing.
Charles DeBron. This guy is a fucking killer, man. I'm telling you. So.
Super good. He's a problem. He's a problem
Yeah.
for people.
Oh yeah.
He really
Oh
is.
yeah.
And I don't think he's that old. He might be the future of the division once Khabib and all of them are done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's super
So,
impressive. But
Let's see about
Eddie,
that one.
thank you very
Guys,
much, sir. It
much
was a pleasure
appreciated.
having you. I love the shirt. I love talking
Thanks
to
for
you.
having me.
You're
And
great.
take care of yourselves, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
See you, buddy. Stay safe out there, man.
You guys too. Bye bye.
Peace out, buddy.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Alex, we got to talk about some Schismatic Industries stuff. Speaking of which, I believe the owner and is it called operator? Would you call it owner and operator, or no?
Sure.
Okay, owner and operator of Schismatic Industries. He wants to come on the show. Might get him on next week or something. If that's cool with you. But if you guys don't know, Schismatic Industries is a jiu-jitsu apparel company specializing in gi and no gi apparel. You want to look good on the mats, if you want to feel good on the mats, if you want everyone else to tell you how good you look and feel on the mats, no homo. Get yourself some Schismatic Industries apparel. Gi and no gi is good. The rash guard is still my favorite ever. I don't even wear another rash guard anymore. I don't. If I'm training 2 days straight, I just make sure I wash it. I hang dry it because I don't like to dry my rash guards. They might shrink, whatever. I wash it and I'm just hang dry it immediately. It's dried enough for me to wear it the next day. I don't want to wear another rash guard, but shout out, they are sending me another one. I believe this week they're sending me another one. And Alex, I need to get you yours, of course. You can just give it to Scalia because you'll never wear it. Or you will. I don't know. Scalia needs to beg you to come to the gym.
Dude, I get fucked up at the gyms he goes to.
Of course you would. That's fun. Anyways, yeah. So check them out. You can follow them on Instagram at schismatic_industries, and their website is schismaticindustries.com. Get yourself very, very reasonable price stuff. Very good stuff. Get on it. Rash guards, gis, all that good stuff. You will not regret it. It will be your favorite, I assure you. And yeah, there you go. And we also need to talk about Tri-Guardian Oil. Tri-Guardian Oil. The product is called Guardian Oil. It is a post-training spray. They say you can spray it on pre-training. I've yet to try that, but they say you can spray it on pre-training. Makes your skin just clean yourself before you get on the mats. You know, a lot of times you bring in gross stuff on the mats. That's why they get gross in the first place. So no harm, no foul. Why not clean yourself before and after you get on the mats? And there's no better way to do it than use Guardian Oil. It's very reasonably priced. It's very popular. They have a lot of people, including us, praising it. You need to get on it. It's the best thing, especially if you're traveling to compete. I like to travel to compete. I'm not going to bring a shower bag like I'm in high school football. I'll spray some shit on me when I'm done competing and I'll drive home. No big deal. It'll hold you off, kill all the germs till you get to the shower. Great for travel. It comes in a small bottle. You can bring it anywhere with you. It's probably good for any sort of cleaning. You know, if you have something going on, even if you're not training, got something, you need to wash your hands real quick. There's no sink around. Garden oil. So it'll sanitize your hands, make them soft, healthy, and clean until you can get to a sink. And the benefits, it's all natural and essential oils. Prevents against, of course, the mat terrors, such as staph, ringworm, all that good stuff, even acne. So, and jock itch, which we like to call around here crotch rot. Sounds funnier, sounds grosser, and it's something fun you can talk about and not get if you use Guardian Oil. So, boom, you can find them on Instagram at Try Guardian Oil, and the website is tryguardianoil.com. So don't miss out. All right, what's left to cover? Well, I guess I can say, thanking Eddie from Grind Game MMA, super cool dude. We've had him on before, obviously. Fun guy to talk to. He knows his shit. MMA coach, long-time boxer, 30 years I think he boxed. So, guy knows what he's talking about for sure. I got to give Eddie a little plug here. I have to give Eddie a little more of a plug. One of his guys is fighting very soon. He keeps posting about it on Instagram. He's going to be coaching a guy very soon. I think he might have a YouTube link, so we're going to have to watch that.
Yeah, I'll watch it
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll be rooting for him. So yeah, I don't know the full details. I forgot, but I think I asked Eddie if there'd be a way for me at least to watch it, and I think he said there might be some link somewhere. But yeah, that'd be cool. So hopefully Eddie's guy goes in there and does work. What do we have left to talk about, Alex?
Wednesday.
We're really good on time. We've only been going for 1 hour.
Yeah. So Wednesday. I say we talk about Wednesday.
Okay.
Calvin Kattar.
Did we covered all MMA news, right? Was it just Mike Perry stuff, really?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, dude, now it's fights. Like, they're just packing them on. Fight Island happened. It was inside, which, and to be fair, all the promotion made it sure look like it was going to be outside.
Oh, I watched Dana White go live on Instagram, and he was like, for all you he was talking about how it's so fucking hot. And he's like, you need AC here. And he goes, for all you lunatics that thought this was going to be on the beach.
Well,
he was like,
I don't know. I think it'd be cool, man. Like,
it'd be super cool. But Dana White was saying, he was like, it would have to be like a perfect scenario, perfect weather, perfect, no rain. Have to be like everything would have to be perfect. It'd be hard to get sound, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just look cool.
It looked cool though. It looked the pictures looked amazing. Like when you send them to me, I'm like, this is happening. This is happening.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So
I knew they'd build a roof though. Unfortunately. Sorry, dude. We got to talk about one more thing.
What?
UFC's going to Venom fight gear.
Oh yeah, that was news.
Yeah, I don't know how I thought of that. I just randomly thought of that. That's exciting news because we're talking about sponsors. I know you think I'm some fucking spokesperson for fighters getting screwed. I don't know how you think that, but whatever. The Reebok was very specific in their deal. Like no other logos on our shorts, no banners. Nothing. That wasn't UFC. That was Reebok. The Venom deal could be way different. Venom could allow 3 sponsors on the shorts. Who knows? It could allow the banners. We don't know.
Yeah. You said it would take effect till 2021 anyway.
Yeah, I think April 2021, which I got way wrong. For some reason, I thought it was fucking right away. I was really excited. I was like, man, maybe they're going to wear Venom shit on Saturday. Dude, I like Venom gear. I see some memes of people were fucking making fun of it. Like I posted the meme one time. I mean, the template. Have you seen like the 3-headed dragon meme?
Yeah.
Where there's like 2 vicious dragons and one's like cross-eyed, has a tongue sticking out. Looks goofy.
Yeah.
It was like Nike Under Armour, and like the goofy one said Venom. I'm like, what the fuck? Venom's cool, man. I've worn their I've boxed in Venom's boxing gloves before. My friend with my friend Justin. They're good shit. A lot of people wear their shorts and rash guards. They got good quality stuff, man.
They don't transition to any other sport. You know what I mean?
Who cares?
I know, but
it's the sport of fighting. Why not have a exclusively fight gear related
Because you want
apparel
the
company.
to expand. You want to get
Dude, their
more.
logo's way cooler than a fucking
It's
Nike,
true, it
bro.
is cooler. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm excited about it, and mainly because I don't give a shit how the quality of the shorts. I mean, UFC's gonna have good quality shorts no matter what. But for sponsors, they might allow. Who knows what they'll allow in sponsors gear, and they're gonna have way cooler like walkout shirts and all the Reebok shit's so plain Jane. It's gross. Go look up your favorite fighter's walkout shirt. You know, it's like that all black, and like the letters are black too. You can't even see them, and it's like just the name down the side of the back. That's it. It's like they're so lame. That's all Reebok, dude. Venom might have some cool ass shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to talk about that. But anyways, go ahead with Wednesday.
So Wednesday, the main card is Calvin Kattar versus Dan Ige. Calvin Kattar is where had it? He's the favorite by a lot. Pretty heavy favorite.
That makes sense.
What in the fuck?
I definitely think he's going to win.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be a good one. I mean, his last knockout was gorgeous against Jeremy Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's minus 270 favorite right now. Danny Ige's plus 220 underdog.
Danny Ige's no slouch though. He's definitely not bad.
Yeah, but I'm gonna bet on
definitely
here. I need to make my money back.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
last night was rough on the old wallet. I didn't win anything.
I didn't either. All because of Holloway. All because of Holloway.
Well, Holloway. Yeah, if Holloway would have won, I would have won. But I also lost because of that
Ozdemir
card. Yeah, that
Ozdemir.
Yeah, Ozdemir. Fuck me.
Fucked you big time, dude. I think he fucked his brain cells more though.
Yeah. The co-main of that is flyweight Tim Elliott versus Ryan Benoit.
Dude, tell me this dude doesn't look like Tony Ferguson's little brother.
Yeah, he does.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
At least in the picture. He might sometimes people look totally different in pictures. That looks like Tony Ferguson's little brother. He's got the ears, he's got the eyebrows, he's got the eyes. He's got everything. Is he Mexican? Can you look it up?
Sure.
I mean, his last name seems very like French or something.
I mean, yeah. Usually it won't tell me unless they're like pretty famous. So I can't. I don't know.
Oh, Wikipedia. Oh, I'll do it. You're always doing shit.
Dude.
You always act like it's so hard.
Pretty much a pick'em fight between those two.
You always act like it's so hard.
Ryan Benoit's minus.
How do you spell his last name?
Benoit. Benoit.
Okay.
Benoit.
I got it. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see if he's Mexican because he fucking. I know Tony Ferguson's Mexican American. He looks fucking a lot like Tony Ferguson, like a surprising amount. Let's see. It says San Diego he was born. Maybe he's just some American dude who looks like Tony Ferguson.
Very possible.
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever.
The other fight on there that I'm actually excited to see is Cody Stanman and Jimmy Rivera.
Yeah, that's a good fight. It's an okay fight. Stanman just won a fight, right? He's the one whose brother. He's the one whose brother died recently or something. Yeah. It's a bummer. And then he won his last fight. Jimmy Rivera. What are the odds on that fight?
Yeah, let me look at it. So yeah, Cody Stanman's the Spartan, and he even has like Malone Levev tattooed across his chest, which is pretty badass.
That is badass. What's that mean? Like come and take it or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like your dad's thing, right?
Yeah. Leonidas said it to oh shit.
The Persian army?
Yeah, he said it to Xerxes at the Battle of Thermopylae.
The Battle of Thermopylae.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how the hell I knew that, but I did for some reason. Thanks to Assassin's Creed Origins, I guess.
Yeah. So Stanman is actually the underdog, plus 116. Definitely gonna bet on him. Rivera.
Who's the underdog?
Stanman.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll bet on him. Bet on Ige. That'll be a nice little parlay.
Yeah. And then let's see.
And then next week is.
Oh yeah, who's next week?
Next Saturday is.
Oh, it's
Figueiredo Benavidez 2.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Because Figueroa got popped for COVID.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
I think he's still waiting. If he can get 3 positives, I think, or I guess
3
negatives.
negatives?
If he can get 3 negatives, no, 3 positives. They want him to be super infected, then they'll let him fight. No, if he can get 3 negatives, I think they'll let him fight.
That one too. Kevin Gastelum versus Jack Hermansson.
Oh, Hermanson.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is that? Listen, sorry for the flyweights. That should be the main event. That's way more fun than
Yeah.
Benavidez versus Figueiredo. Whatever. Okay. I don't know that fight. I'll take Gastelum. Jack Hermanson's pretty fucking tough though.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty damn tough. Who beat Hermanson last? Can you look that up? Oh, it was Ozdemir? Not Ozdemir, was it? Olenek or something? No, that's not middleweight. Who beat
I got it.
her? Yeah.
So
Someone beat him. I was very surprised. Oh, I know it was. Oh, it was a black
he's on
guy
a
who
3-fight
cut.
win streak, 5-fight win streak.
Cannonier beat him, didn't he? Hermanson?
I'm gonna have to
Jared Cannonier?
Dude, he hasn't
Sorry.
lost in a while. Oh yeah, what the fuck? Why didn't that show up? Jared Cannonier beat him TKO.
You know what's better than your old internet? My old brain.
Yeah, wow.
I knew Cannonier beat him because I was very surprised, and that kind of put him in my book as like the dark horse of the middleweight division. Yeah, Cannonier beat him, and I was very surprised. I thought Hermanson was going to do well. Kelvin Gastelum is coming off 2 losses, 2 really close losses, one fight of the year basically. He lost the interim belt to Adesanya. Really good fight, 2-2 going in the 5th round.
Then he lost a split to Till.
He lost a split to Till, which wasn't a real exciting fight, and was Till's first fight at middleweight. But Till's a fucking monster.
Dude,
so
before that, he KO'd this old guy that no one cares about.
hey now. Was that really right before? Was that his fight before?
Nah, it was the one before that.
What was his fight before Adesanya?
Ronaldo Souza.
Oh, Jacare. Okay.
Yeah, and that was a split decision that he won.
Okay, and then he knocked out the greatest fighter of all time.
Dude, he knocked out Tim Kennedy too, and Johnny Hendricks. So cool.
Kevin Gastelum's a stud, dude. He's a beast. If he wasn't fat, he'd be really good. He does not need to be a middleweight. He missed weight a bunch of times at welterweight and decided to move up. But he's just like a chubby guy who likes to eat. I think he's pretty open about it.
Yeah.
He's not disciplined enough to cut the weight. Like he is
Light up.
He's might be the smallest middleweight. Because he just like doesn't like to cut weight.
So that's that card.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you pick, man? I don't know, man. That's tough. I'll take Gastelum. Why not? What's the odds?
Looking. So Gastelum is the favorite, -128.
So it's pretty close.
Hermansson plus 106 underdog. Those lines probably change.
That's pretty close.
Benavidez is plus 184 underdog versus Figueroa minus.
Well, let's say that fight happens. I don't think Benavidez will win it. I don't think he could win it. I mean, we watched the last fight, and it seemed like he was just lunging with his punches. Figueroa was fine. It didn't seem like he was in any trouble at all, and then he just put it on him and knocked him out.
So wait, which one has COVID?
Figueroa.
I feel like that'd probably fuck up your camp though. Like,
I don't know. Maybe that's a good point. I think he just found out, so he's probably had a good camp up until now. But I assume if he's got it, I doubt he's going to get three fucking
no.
Three, yeah. They'll have to. I don't know. They'll probably just. I mean, Gastelum versus Hermansson's a good fight. They'll probably just make that main event. Hopefully, they both agree to make it 5 rounds, though.
So he got cleared to travel, but he's
with
still,
a positive COVID.
He said cleared to travel to Fight Island, but he's still required to pass another one. So apparently he passed one.
Oh, okay. Well, then there's hope. There's hope. I think Figueroa wins again, and that sucks because I like Benavidez. I think he's a nice dude. So that's a bummer. I think I have to take Figueroa though. I watched the first one. I don't see how it goes much different. So I go Figueredo and Gastelum. Alex, are you gonna be our saving grace and pick Benavidez? You think?
No.
No.
I watched the fight too.
I know. I'd like to see it come out different though. I'd like it, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I don't know about Gastelum though.
I don't know either, because Hermansson's pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll stick with Gastelum. I'll stick with it.
Yeah, definitely for Wednesday. I'm gonna take Stanman and Cater.
Cater. It's a good one. Let's see.
Third weigh-ins will be on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, weird. Let's look at these prelims. Anyone good on these prelims? Grant Dawson's on the prelims.
Carla Esparza's on the prelims for the
What
5th.
the fuck?
No, that's not a prelim. On the main card.
Okay. Hang on now. Grant Dawson. Grant Dawson. Is that... Who the fuck is Grant Dawson? Another name. Grant Dawson. He's fighting the prelims at catchweight. I don't know if that's the kid. Is that the kid who... Is Dawson the kid? No, it's not. I'm thinking of Drew Dober. That's what I'm thinking of. The kid that beat Alexander Hernandez.
Mm-hmm.
When I was like, Alex, how dare you pick against me? I don't know who the fuck Grant. I don't know why Grant Dawson's sticking out in my head, but what I mean, I'll probably every time I say something, I get confused on the show when we're done here, and I'm like sitting around doing nothing. I remember it. I'm like, damn it,
dude. So on FanDuel, Carla Esparza is fighting Marina Rodriguez, but it's not on Google, so it's confusing the shit out of me.
What's the date?
This 15th. So they must have just added that.
Oh, okay. I think it was on there, then it got pulled.
The betting site's gonna be up to date. Like they don't fuck around. Did you get your money back?
I don't know. I don't think so. I haven't looked. I hope so now. At first, I didn't hope so. At first, I wanted to just make it a 3-team parlay. I think that's what they do. I think I've had that happen before. Travis told me the opposite of what you told me, so I'm not sure.
They're supposed to forfeit it to you if it's not happening. You can't.
Travis said they just make it. Well, it just makes it. You already have the other 3 on your parlay. I think they just take those odds out, like cross them out, and your other 3 stay.
I got the date wrong. They're fighting the 25th.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's give context. So I had a parlay with Burns in there. I think I had Rose, Jan, Max, and Burns, but Max lost. But I think it would just make it a 3-team parlay instead of a 4 with Burns fight out. I hope not now though. Now I fucking want it back, so I can bet $15 on Craig Jones today to win 3 cents.
3 cents.
A
girl got COVID, right?
Huh?
A girl got COVID.
Our girl got COVID. No, someone in her camp got it.
So why can't she go?
She thought it was a smart idea to not.
Yeah.
I think she has to quarantine because someone in her camp got it.
Mm.
She had to do a 14-day quarantine, something like that. Yeah. After I worked my ass off for that basic ass trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Worked my ass off, Alex.
All right, I'm gonna run through UFC news quick. Look at headline.
Go ahead. Let's see what we got. Can't believe the judges gave that to Usman.
So Usman Masvidal is defending Goya Foods.
I saw that too. What the fuck's that all about? Is it?
People are mad at Goya Foods for like partnering with Trump to like feed America.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Well,
God,
they don't like.
We
Trump.
live in the weirdest time.
Even though he's trying to feed people.
Dude.
That's why Usman's like, you guys are idiots.
Oh my
God.
Masvidal. Hey, so here I have to say something about a meme. So have you seen the meme? I don't know what it's from. It's so funny. You know me. You get like the meme context more than I do. I just know the template.
Yeah.
Like the Parks and Rec or whatever one. I was like, I don't even know what that's from. I thought it was
dude, that one made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, I don't even know what it's from. I mean, obviously I get like the text, but There's something that's like says something. It's like yeah, like, but I don't know if it's like I used to not like you or something, but it's like, but that smile, that damn smile. Have you seen that?
No, I don't know that one.
Well, it's like a 4-piece picture, and one's like a normal face. It's like yeah, like I was over you or something like that, and then it'll show like a picture. It'd be like a view, and there'd be me like happy and be like, but that smile, that damn smile. So I might be explaining it wrong, but it showed Colby Covington, and then it's Colby Covington, and then the picture it was showing was Masvidal wearing a Trump hat, and he goes, but that hat, that damned hat, and it was Colby Covington smiling.
Uh,
he
so
was,
there's a link here about UFC refs are facing backlash after Jose Aldo took an unnecessary beating.
well, he did. And shout out to our friends at the Weighing In podcast. I'm really excited to hear what Big John McCarthy has to say about that, because he gives the best breakdowns of what refs do right and wrong. It's very, very, very good. So they're just receiving backlash. They're not getting like no punishment or nothing. Okay. Dude. Okay.
And we still have Robert Whittaker, Darren Till, the 25th.
Oh shit, we do. And that's when Esparza's fighting. You said.
Yeah, our spar. That's a really good card. Whittaker, Till, Mauricio Hua versus Antonio Reguero Nogueira. Fabricio Verdun versus Gustafsson. Carlos Esparza versus Maria Rodriguez. Yeah, that's that one.
Not a bad card at all.
Then August 1st, they have Holly Holm and Irina Aldana.
Oh, she's good. She's good.
And then
she's a Mexican chick.
UFC 252 is Stipe Cormier. And then they just added Sugar Sean on there too.
Yeah, they did. Will that be co-main or no?
I don't know. So they have Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera and Pedro Mahunas versus Frankie Edgar.
I think they'd probably put Edgar as the co-main. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pete Scala has been training at his gym.
I see pictures you've been posting.
Yeah.
It's nice. He trains at Henzo Gracie's in Philly.
It's in New Jersey, I think, technically.
That's fucking sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like he was training somewhere else. Does he bounce around?
Yeah, he bounces around.
Okay.
So he gets in on his wrestling credentials.
He does what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
He just basically gets in based on his wrestling credentials.
Oh, that's not. I mean, I assume they let anyone in, but.
Well, yeah, but that's how he talks about. That's how he basically gets to fuck around.
Do they not charge him or something?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Then. That's super dope. Yeah, I see him post pictures of. And he's tagging Henzo Gracie's, which is fucking sweet. That's where Danaher. I mean, not in Jersey, but in New York City, but. That's the best jiu-jitsu gym in the world. Their home base is, and where Danaher coaches. That's where Craig Jones, Gary Tonin, Gordon Ryan, all those guys are Henzo guys. So he's probably getting some super quality training there for sure. I seen something he posted on Instagram. Was he at some competition or something watching a grappling match?
I don't know. I know a couple of his buddies are fighting tonight, I think.
I seen him post on a story. I think it was today. It was this big open mat, and there's a bunch of people sitting around, and there's two guys grappling in the middle. I assume it was some kind of competition.
Yeah, must be.
So that's pretty sweet.
He was supposed to come home to watch fights last night, but he didn't. He stayed in Philly because it's a couple of his buddies have their first fight.
Oh, they're fighting in Philly?
Yeah, I think.
No crowd?
I don't know. That's what it was confusing. I'm hearing this third hand. So.
Oh shit. Yeah, that is tricky. That's super confusing.
I don't know how the smaller amateur UFC, amateur MMA can do it because they can't have ticket sales. It's not from pay-per-view.
My buddy James, who he's the amateur featherweight champion of the local circuit here, who I train with all the time. He was supposed to defend He just won the belt his last fight. He was supposed to do his first title defense, like a couple weeks ago, and it just got canceled.
Yeah. So
So,
like I don't know how they can't make money. They can't sell tickets. So
yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I guess they could probably do it because the amateur guys don't get paid anyways, to my knowledge.
yeah.
I think they get. I think they have like James has sponsors, I think, but and then ticket sales, I think, but I don't think they actually get paid from the. To my knowledge, they don't. I don't know, but
Yeah, we'll have
you
to
know.
get one on. Scalia has a buddy that is undefeated right now as an amateur.
Nice.
Yeah, to talk to him.
When's he trying to fight Scalio?
Soon
Does he have a?
here soon, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
As soon as this shit opens up again, I don't know how they're doing fights. Like,
Because he hasn't had a fight yet, correct?
mhm.
Okay, cool. What does he do striking at?
Whatever's connected to Henzo, like
Okay.
they have like 2 gyms. One's the striking, and then all the guys do their jiu-jitsu at the other one.
Okay, cool.
I forget-
That's
I think-
exciting, man.
Yeah.
God, I wish I could be there, man. That'd be fucking sweet.
hmm
I mean, I don't know him like you do, but I assume I'd be okay to go.
Yeah, I think you do. All the boys, dude,
Yeah.
we're all gonna go.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd be in his corner. I'd be like, listen, Henzo Gracie comes all the way down. Everyone's starstruck. I'm like, dude, I'm in the corner. He doesn't need to hear you.
From the sidelines over there.
That'd be cool, man. That'd be sweet to go though. But that's fun going. My wife and I went to watch one of our friends fight. I guess it was a year ago. Yeah, weird. A lot of fun though. A lot of fun. When you got skin in the game, you know what I mean? Let's see. Umar said someone won some money last night.
Oh, his brother did.
Dude, who bets thousands of dollars on fights? Apparently his brother.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are we not supposed to talk about this?
No.
We're not supposed to?
No, he doesn't care.
Oh. Yeah, when I FaceTimed you, he was like, if Usman wins, my brother gets $13,000. I'm like, what the fuck?
He had this crazy parlay that he put $3,000 on. He had like a tennis match, like some random like Chinese ping pong match.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Uh,
And he had some other thing, and then the last one was Usman to win, and it was like 3,000 to win 13,000.
Jesus Christ. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Still a robbery though. I think Masvidal won that fight.
Yeah. I think obviously everyone else is on that train too.
Ugh, too funny. Well,
All right.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing else, huh?
Nope.
I'm done drinking after today, Alex.
I'm sure.
Dude, watch that. I basically forgot I sent you that video last night. And I watched this morning. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing?
It was really weird.
What did I say? I can pass
I was like, I could pass
sobriety test.
Right, and you're just like panning across your own face. I guess to
Look
prove
at-
that your eyes weren't bouncing. Like,
Aren't they supposed to bounce?
yeah, but like that's if you're focused on someone's finger. Like,
I was focused on the flashing microphone.
yeah, okay.
Because I remember after I took it, I tried to watch it, and I just saw nothing because I was watching that flashlight. I couldn't see anything. I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
right.
Well, that's everything. Thanks Eddie from Grind Game for coming on. All that shit. This was episode 23, I believe, right?
Mhm.
Best number ever.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll see you next week. We'll have 2 fights to break down next week. So cool beans. So peace out, everybody. Wash your fucking hands.
Love you.
Love you. Oh, I said it first.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.